And if you look at the chart, the daily chart, what do we have here? We have the same setup, Amaha, that you were asking about, exactly, Fabio, but look at this. You have the structure, we have two structure points close to each other, the 122.61 and the 122.46. They are 2 points close to each other, and we did break them twice, went up, we failed, and then we rolled over and had a sell signal. Exactly. But what do you have here? So right here on top we had a sell signal because of the failures. And it looks weak and it looks negative, but that close is actually a buy signal. So therefore, my initial bias, because this closed at 121.56, is already considered a buy. So my bias onto the pound yen is actually to continue for yen weakness, and that is the beginning. If you look at this here, that's the beginning of a buy signal. If I put the chart for the dollar yen, that's already a buy signal. That's already penetrated and moved as a buy signal. So that is, the pound is the second one that is following or is going to continue with the pack. When it turns, and it already has begun to turn. So again, I'm looking for this, for the yen to weaken. It has nothing to do with the pound or this. I'm looking for yen weakness. And the second one, the first one I'm buying the dollar yen. The second one I'm going to be buying is the pound yen. And simply I'm buying the pound yen, and basically I'm buying the pound and selling the yen. So looking at this chart at the intraday, I want to see, as I said, this is your buy signal right there, and it came up to the market side, which is around the 121.84, and it kind of paused. So I can take a buy above the 121.85. That will be my buy signal, and if I buy it, I'm going to put my stop below 121.43, and I'm just going to give it this room to work. And I'm looking for the structure point on the upside, which is the 122. Here I have, you see here, this, look at this. This is what I love about doing the stuff with price behavior and understanding that it's sometimes it dumbfounds me, it fascinates me. Look at this here. Your structure points, which we have picked from weeks ago, the 122.61 and the 122.46. But these are intraday data. I mean, this is stuff that's happening. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me, guys? Okay. All right. So this we got the 2-day high and 1-day high is 150. Look at this. And when you see this, that's why I want you to be doing, I'm insisting about doing the homework. Now you can see that these prices, the market is telling you that I see that the market sees these prices and it concurs with you. The 122.51, and there is another daily high which is the 122, and all of them are there, and the market has, when it comes this value that you can identify from one set of data that we operate with is when we do our homework and identify these numbers, the structure points and the significant points, and then we trade with them. But and that's why it is so important to do this planning and you do your homework, because these numbers will become your second nature. So the 122.66 is a structure point. It goes above it and it fades. It becomes a sell signal. And look at this. The daily high is the structure point, the 122.51. The daily high is the structure point. And that structure point we have identified months and weeks ago. And when it's identified on the daily chart and you have this failure like this, what is this, Femi? Even if you're day trading, it's a no-brainer short. Exactly. And if you're using that on the intraday, when you have the this is how we make soup of these turtles, Joe. This is when you have this structure point, when you identify it on the intraday, that kind of failure, then you can take it from, and if you want to take that as a day trade, either if it reverses on the upside or on the downside. So having said that, now I have a confirmation that this is the 121, the 122 is a good structure point. So as I said, I'm buying above the 121.85. My structure point is the one, long point is the 122, and in this case I'm going to take the one which is the 122.61. This is my structure point, and I have my stop. And on the short side, I'm not going to short it below 121.43 because it didn't work last time. So I'm going to short it from where it can capitulate, and that would be the 121.29. So I'm going to short below 121.29. That will be my short point. And if I do short it below 121.29, I'm going to place my stop above 121.43, which is my long stop also. And my structure short point in this case is going to be the 119. This is going to be my structure short point. The 119.39. And my structure short point is 119.39. Okay, so that is the pound yen. We're looking to be buyers of the pound yen. We'll buy it above 121.85, and if we do, I have a structure point at 122.61, which is about 100 pips from that point. And if I buy it, my stop is going to be below 121.43. And on the short side, I'm going to go short below 121.29. And if I do, I have a structure point at 119.39. And my stop in this case, I'm only risking 20 pips on this. I'm not giving it too much room. My stop is 121.43. Okay, that's the pound yen. Let me save it.